Well, here we are once again. Oh my god, why do people enjoy this? So, I already kind of forgot this is what we left off on. So, yeah, barely wide enough to cover most of the sensitive parts. Yeah, I see what you mean. It doesn't really conceal her breasts, but I suppose it does a decent job at hiding her nipples. Though her panties cling to her butt, rather large amount. Oh, interesting. You know, the things that I could say out loud, and then there's the potential part of being disowned. Hey, it's great to see you. Is it? Clover just... That's right. Clover does a small spin in her swimsuit. Her bikini is bright yellow like butter. I don't think that's a good comparison. Most of Clover's clothes are bright colors, typically reds or yellows, with a bit of orange thrown in there and there for contrast. Clover's bikini is slightly less obscene than Suki's. It's a little over her chest, revealing the underside of her breasts. Yeah, you really can't keep that. Never mind. I sigh. Why are the two women I live with so shameless? I don't know. If I wanted it to, could living. And as for you, Nekohime, she turns attention to me and looks me up and down critically, her fingers beneath her chin. Why aren't you wearing a bikini on this lovely day? Because we're in the garden. What's the point of wearing a bikini in the garden? To work on suntans? But it's shameless. Why is it shameless? They're called swimsuits for a reason. You wear them when you go swimming. Don't get so hung up on the tech. Well, you kinda have to! You kinda have to! Well, they're important. What's the point of wearing a swimsuit if you're gonna, you know, not swim? You know, there's no body of water around my garden. But I have a pretty nice body, don't you think? She strikes a pose, runs her hand through her hair. Okay. I don't know about that. Come on, Nekohime, what do you think? And Clover started doing it too. These girls, they are such a bad influence on each other. It's like two kids who play Grand Theft Auto all the time. And they just happen to choose the girl avatars. Oh crap, I know what I'm getting myself into. Who do you think is the most attractive? Well... These options don't bide well. You ever know something I've noticed? I'm probably going to zoom in to the options while I'm editing this, but people are going to think I'm zooming in to Suki's tits. Because that's just where your guys' minds go nowadays. It's not VR chat, but if it's anything else with 2D titties, I mean, you guys are interested in that apparently. But I'm going down this route, so might as well see it to the end. I think Clover looks the best. She smiles happily, running her hand through her hair. Thanks, you look cute too. But we have more important things to worry about. It's a pretty nice garden, actually. It's spacious, with a lot of green grass, a few flowers dotted here and there. In the background, and I can hear the hum of the... Chickadees? Chick, what? It's peaceful in a way. At least it would be peaceful if I didn't have to deal with Suki. You should go back inside and get to work. But I've only been out here for 5 minutes. More like half an hour. Fine. I mean, it's fine. Taking a little break won't kill me. No, but it will kill any of our chances of releasing something in time for the manga market. Wow, you're more fired up about this than I imagined. Clover giggles. Nekohime is like a geyser. She looks flat and uninteresting on the outside, but when it... Oh my god! But when she gets worked up, she gets really passionate. Why? Why can't I speak? Holy crap. crap! I only woke up like an hour ago, maybe. I am not flat. Well, I wouldn't know. You're not wearing a bikini like us. Some people might consider it a selling point, but if you get any whiter, you'll look like you have terminal illness. My life is a terminal illness. What the hell do you mean? I like my skin the way it is. Thank you very much. But you've been shut up inside for far so long. You have to get fresh air or you'll wither away. Good! She's right, Neko. We're saying this because we care about you. And we want to see your sexy body in a bikini. But the deadline. Come on, Nekohime. Suki's pouting. I wish she wouldn't pout. Live a little. I can't afford to live until the deadlines have been met. Well, well, well. Smirk pose. I don't like that smirk. I think I like it even less than her pout. I doubt this body's well. If you refuse to have fun on your own volition, I will have to make you have fun by force. And what do you mean by that exactly? What do I mean? I mean this. What? Should I censor this? I just can't believe it. I sit on the edge of Clover's bed. Maybe I'm not being that silent. Okay. I fish a stuffed toy from the bed and give it a tight hug. Clover loves stuffed toys. They are quite... Oh, they're quite... They're... Let me just load this staple gun real quick. Give me a sec. I'm going to actually staple my lips. These toys don't have any proper hands or feet. Instead, it just felt stumps. Clover says they're cute, but I think they're kind of disturbing. What do you mean? Well, I guess we all have different preferences. Hey, Nekohime. She spins around. Okay. You okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm in a bad mood. Well, I can tell that much. Really are like a cat. What do you mean? You hate getting wet. It's not true. I have a shower every other day. I don't shower every day, of course. That would be overkill. I think you should thank Suki. Why? For ruining my outfit? She didn't ruin it. It's just a bit of water, Nekohime. My jacket. My jacket was my favorite. I know you wear it all the time. When do you ever find time to wash it? I do wash it. Sometimes. Ugh. She pulls a face. I thought you were starting to smell. I don't smell. Well, if you always wear the same clothes and forget to take showers, unlike a cat, you can't just lick yourself clean. Whatever. So pouty. Since you're waiting for your jacket to dry, you want to wear any of my clothes? I glanced at Clover's wardrobe. I hate clothes shopping. I just order most of my clothes online. My wardrobe is tiny with a few items of clothing. That's probably going to be me in the future, to be honest. Clover, on the other hand, she loves buying new outfits. But most of her outfits she doesn't... most outfits she favors can't be worn outside. Her tight underboob shirt is such an example. She has even crazier clothes inside her wardrobe, too. I know, I've seen them. She loves cosplay, and she has loads of skimpy outfits. Schoolgirl uniforms, idol costumes, nurse dresses. Clover's wardrobe is very interesting. Half of it is devoted to her cosplay items, and the other half is very plain and respectable. Mostly, you know, cool shirts and dresses, yeah. English. The divide between her life and as a gaming addict and her life as an elementary school teacher is quite large. I think I'm fine. You sure? I have lots of cute clothes that would suit you. Like what exactly? I think you'd be a nice maid or a magical girl or a shrine maiden. Ugh, forget it, especially the last part. I'd rather sulk around in my underwear than try some ridiculous outfits like that. Or it might not be the most... But it's better than a cosplay. Well, if you're gonna be like that, I can always make you feel more comfortable. And what do you mean by that? Just a sec. I watch, eyes narrowed. Clover pulls her shirt over her head and wriggles out of her skirt. What? You know, this pink salt doesn't seem that... Why'd you do that exactly? So you don't feel left out. But your clothes didn't get wet, so you don't need to take them off. I know that, but I wanted to keep you comfy. Well, thanks, I guess. It's no problem. Clover smiles brightly and flashes a peace sign. So, you annoyed with Suki? Yes, I am. She had no right to spray me with water like that. She didn't even say sorry. How could she afford to lounge around when we have a deadline coming up? Don't be so stuffy, Nekohime. Suki's a hard worker. And how do you know? Well, we've been playing MMOs together for a few years. She's always taken it seriously. But you've never worked with her before, have you? No, I haven't. But I trust her. Well, I don't. You don't trust anybody. How can I? She tricked her grandmother into filling her laptop with rice. Don't laugh, it wasn't funny, it was a huge pain. Are you sure it wasn't even the tiny bit amusing? Maybe a tiny bit. But that's besides the point. How do we know she'll even be able to deliver on time? I don't think she's the kind of person who'd let us down. She had a strict upbringing. So, you know, she's really great with responsibility and hard work, quite literally, you know? Suki told me that when she has made any sort of mistakes while she was practicing her stuff, her grandma would hit her in the back, hit the back of her knuckles with a wooden ruler. That sounds pretty intense. That's even more intense than with my parents. And they were pretty strict about my grades. I know, right? It makes me glad that my family's so sweet. Clover's from a huge family. She has 4 older brothers, and she's the only daughter. Because of that, her parents spoiled her. So did her grandparents. Plus, she had a whole slew of aunts and uncles. I've never met her family, but from what she's told me, they sound very warm and friendly. They still spend her money every single year, even though she's in her 20s. Well, that's why I'm saying you shouldn't worry. Tsuku's a good girl and I can guarantee it. Well, I feel my resolve wavering. But if you're not happy with the amount of work she's putting in, you could always talk to her about it. Do you think I should? Yeah. Complaining to me won't stop anything, will it? Yeah, she's got a point. Oh, I always do. It's one of the first things you learn when you're becoming an elementary school teacher. What? If 2 children are gonna have a disagreement, maybe you should let them talk about it. That way, any misunderstandings can be cleared up, and all the issues and whatever can be aired out. But this isn't elementary school, you know. I know, but it's the same basic principles, in a way. We're grown women, Clover. That's true, but people don't mature as much as they think. Kids always get into arguments about silly things. As adults, we look down on them and say they're being petty. But aren't grown-ups the same? We argue about a lot of silly things too. We just tell ourselves it's different because we're much older. And at the end of the day, we're all humans. Wow, for a few seconds, you almost sounded smart. I am smart. From now on, you should call me Professor Matsuo. Is that her real name? I forgot. Oh, that would be Clover's family name. Her full name is Matsuoka Chika. Matsuoka Chika. What? Okay. I've known her true name for a long time, but sorry, I just can't accept that. Why not? I smile, pushing up my glasses for a minute. No matter what you say, you'll always be Clover to me. Hey Suki, you in there? Just a second. I wait in the hallway, arms folded. I hear rustling coming from Suki's room when she opens the door. Heya. Okay. I avert my eyes. Why? Don't you have any shame? Now, why do you want me to have a silly thing like that? least apologize, you know. For what? You know, splashing me with the water. Oh, is that why you're just wearing your underwear? Yes, because I don't have any other clean clothes. That's a pain, but it's not my fault. It's quite literally your fault. Suki pouts. So did you come to scold me, is that it? Well, you're so cruel. How could you bully a pure innocent maiden like me? Innocent, really? Well, if scolding me would make you feel better, go ahead. I'll accept any hardship. Okay. I'll offer myself to you, Nakagami. Please use my body as you wish. Just okay. Only please. Gentle romance with no. It would be my first time. Why am I? Don't go along with this. What are you doing? You know, there's a time and place for this sort of thing. I just wanted to have a serious conversation with you. This sounds boring. It might be boring, but there's a few things that need to be said. Deadlines for one thing, and professionalism is another. Will you let me in your room? I just want to talk about this like adults. Well, if you really want to, I suppose I can't deny an invitation from a cute girl. Wow. Wow, this actually looks pretty simple. I look around Suki's bedroom. I look around. I've frowned. Her bedroom is more furnished than I imagined. There are basic essentials in the bedroom: a bed, a wardrobe, and a desk. Suki's computer and tablet rests on her desk, but that's all. There's nothing that tells me another human being is living here. No decorations on the wall, no books or games or magazines, and no beauty products laying on the desk. Looking around, this room makes me feel a little lonely. If Suki, no wonder she'd want to escape and stretch her legs, relax in the sunshine for a little. And now I feel unreasonable for getting this angry at her. Don't you have more what? More stuff? Suki flops around under the bed, mattress sinks beneath her weight. I do have more stuff, but most of it's back at the shrine. Where you used to live? Yeah, okay. I'm a little sad, I guess. I had to leave behind a bunch of stuff, like half of my clothes and my most expensive makeup and all my shoes, but I don't want to go back there in a hurry. Didn't you tell me your family you were leaving? I couldn't tell my family, they'd freak out, especially my grandmother. She's so stuffy, and I'd never be able to walk around the shrine like this. Like, what? But my words are dying in my throat. Why is everyone stripping in this part? Why is everyone... Okay. Her shirt and pants revealing... What a top. Yes. Plus you're wearing your underwear. I can't wear my point taken. Not that I'm wearing it because I want to or anything. Idiot. Where are my manners? Take a seat. You didn't tell me to take a seat in my own house. Well, this is my room. You haven't paid any rent yet. I guess you found out, huh? And Clover said she'd cover for me. I'm not as stupid as you might think. I don't think you're stupid at all. You know? On the contrary, I think you're incredibly smart. Even if you do purr like a pat when you get catted on the head. Yes, definitely. That was a one-off. Yeah. All right. Isn't it lonely being in here? Well, what do you mean? Well, you said you can't go back to see your family, and you don't have much stuff. It can't feel very welcoming. Don't worry about me. I can function just fine. Having stuff makes life more comfortable, sure, and I really do miss all my stuff, but I can make do. I have to make do. I'd much rather have my freedom than my makeup. Your freedom? Mm-hmm. You might have gathered already, but I don't know how much Clover's told you, but I really hated being a shrine maiden. I thought you were a shrine maiden in training. It's the same thing. I'm supposed to inherit the shrine when my mother retires, but she's always been so busy it fell upon to my grandma to show me how everything's done. Spent most of my life under my grandma's strict supervision. She's in her 80s, but she still has a lot of life left in her. She's as strong as a bear and as stubborn as a mountain goat. Whenever I was late in getting up in the mornings, or didn't brush my hair properly, or even talk back to her, she'd slap me. Wait, really? She slapped you? Well, not with her hand, but with a ruler. She kept a wooden ruler with her at all times, so she could correct, quote-unquote, my behavior. I used to be a bratty kid. I ran around the shrine a lot and went exploring. I'd go off on my own, and I wouldn't come back for hours. But my grandmother hated it. She really hated it when I tore my clothes, or when my shoes got muddy, or got leaves and twigs caught in my hair. She told me that I looked thoroughly unpresidential, like a little demon when she hit me. She hit me when I was... Oh my god. Told me to apologize. She was the toughest, most terrifying instructor was. Didn't your parents mind at all about all this? They were too busy attending the shrine. I don't know if they even noticed, and if they did, they wouldn't have intervened. My grandmother is quite frightening. Everybody's afraid of her. And I thought your mother ran the shrine, though. It technically belongs to her, yes, but my grandmother still has influence on the day-to-day management. You could say what you want about her, but she's very organized, efficient too, and she's good with money. Mostly because she is, I'm not even gonna try, but that doesn't really add up. What doesn't? When I met your grandmother and went to the shrine, at the time I thought if she was a sweet old lady. She was perfectly normal in her plain kimono and her white toe socks and wooden sandals. She wore her gray hair in a bun and had her glasses on a string around her neck. Her hands were ropey. That's a word, okay. And her dark eyes were watery, covered in a fine film of old age. But she was spirited enough and talked to me companionably while I worked on her computer. She even made me a mug of green tea and delicious... Sorry to taste good. I'm sure she can't be a bad person, especially if she made sweets like that. It would come back to sweets with you, Nekohime. So, sweets are a good way to judge someone's moral fiber. Oh, really? Yes. Only pure-hearted people can make delicious sweets. I could divine hearts of men through their homemade cooking and the strawberry chocolate stuff, strawberries. It was crazy delicious. You should be pleased to know that I was the one who made that strawberry. Oh, you, But your grandma, she said it was handmade. And it was handmade. But that wasn't a lie. But she never said that her man's made it, now did she? Yeah, I guess she didn't. Classic Japanese sweets were the only sweets I was ever allowed to eat in the shrine. I got myself a little interested in sweets because of that, and I started learning how to make them myself. I'm not that good in the kitchen, but if a recipe involves mochi or any of that other stuff, I'm an expert. Well, this whole while, at 8, that was filled with love. It was actually made by Suki. This loud, obnoxious girl who lounges around in my house in various tastes and sprayed me with a cold jet water like a few hours ago. I can hardly believe it. I know, looks can be deceiving. I live with Clover. But, oh my god, there are degrees. My grandmother's very nice and personable to strangers, but she's only really been a hard ass with her own family. I don't think she does it to be mean. I think she says it's like tough love. She thinks you have to be cruel to be kind.
Yeah, look how many teenagers got depressed because of that, people.
But I got sick of it. I couldn't ask her to back off. If I did, she would just hit me or make me not go to dinner or whatever. Damn, okay. Shook's lost in thought. Maybe being a shrine maiden wouldn't have been so bad if it weren't for my grandma. She would have been nicer, perhaps I would have stuck out. But she wasn't. She was a horrible old witch when I was younger, and still a horrible old witch now. Is that why you told her about the rice? Mm-hmm. It was an act of petty revenge, really. I did a lot of stuff like that to her, just to pay her back. I'd hide her indoor slippers, or I'd put spicy sauce in her soup in the mornings. For a while it was enough, but when she found out about her computer, she got so angry. She said I was a wicked child who had no respect for her elders. I told her that she was a bitter old woman who wanted to ruin my life. And then she told me to leave. Like it was my fault she would believe me. When I fed her those lies and purifying her computer, or okay, that's not right. I don't know. I'm an idiot, don't worry. If she had half a brain, Jesus, she could have looked it up online herself. Isn't it obvious that rice into a D drive would cause problems eventually? She must have believed you because she trusted you. I guess. She's a weird old woman, but I think she loved me in her own way. That's one way to put it. But being loved isn't always enough, you know? Yeah, I know. I know more than I'd like to admit. Enjoy Club Sayo. Why do you need to invite your friends over? You should be studying. Well, how about that? Yeah, love isn't always enough. Exactly. Some might say they love you, and they could be telling the truth too. They might truly, truly adore you from the bottom of their heart, but there's some types of love that could be toxic. Yeah, like League of Legends players. I get it, it's an old joke, but I had to make it! My grandmother wanted to turn me into a perfect doll who would obey her every command. She thought stripping away my freedom was the best thing for me, and I of course disagreed. And that's why you came here? Yeah, that's right. Do you think your grandma misses you? Maybe, but she should have thought about it more when she yelled at me or told me to get out. I'd rather die than go back to the shrine, so our visual novel has to be a smash hit. I'll do everything to turn my dream into a reality. As long as I have you and Clover by my side, I can do it. As long as I have you and Clover, I know we can do it too. That's the spirit. And, I know you're being serious about this now, so I'll try to be a little more late. Yeah, little bit, guys. Sticking to deadlines, all that stuff. Yay! We're doing it. So, we've come to notice that this day just keeps getting better and better. How'd you get Nekohime to agree to this? It was quite simple, actually. We had an earnest heart-to-heart, and came to a mutual understanding. I wonder what kind of heart-to-heart that was. Sure it wasn't mouth-to-mouth instead. Clover! Sorry, even though I'm annoyed, Clover raised a good point. Wonder why I agreed to this myself. Bikini's old, frilly thing I fished out of the back of the drawer. Didn't even know why I have this bikini. Not exactly a son to cease type. I was so busy with work I didn't even have enough free time to trips to the beach. to make trips to the beach. And even if I had, I would have preferred to sit inside. The only tan I went to is a flickering screen on my computer. Cool, same. I can feel the sunlight against my sin. Oh my god. What if I melt? You won't melt. Yeah, and if you do, I'll have to get Clover to do writing and programming for our visual novel. Wait, but what, me do the writing? Can't. She has no sense of pacing and her characterization leaves a lot to be desired. Oh, how do you know that? We used to roleplay a little back in the day. Yeah, we did meet in RP forum. We tried to anyway, but Nekohime's always got mad at me and said I was doing it wrong. How can you roleplay wrong? She just wasn't convincing, her world building was flat, her characters were inconsistent. Jesus. Well, sorry for having a standard. Having standards, I don't even know. So this is a close-up. What about Friends? Yes. I think Friends is far more accurate description. Clover is on my right. That's not the truth. Just put everything in this visual novel, right? I don't want any of us to have any regrets. I can't help it. I just want this to be special. It's already special. What? Special because the three of us are together. Right. How about that? So this is an escalation. I don't know how we escalate to these kind of... We've done it, okay. I can't believe we did it. The three of us sat in the room to play our game from the start to finish, with the sprite CDs, background songs in place. After 3 hours later, it was finally over. Okay, awesome. So we did it. Cool, lit, amazing. We've reached it. The end. The credits scroll on our screen. Relatively short credits. They have to be. The visual novel was just the three of us, Suki, Clover, and I. Everything was just made by us. The engine, the artwork, the writing, the music, even the sound effects. We didn't outsource anything. We didn't have any stock assets from the internet, so we didn't use any royalty-free material. It all came from our hard work, our passionate efforts, and now it's over. Now all we gotta do is make some physical copies, which should take the majority of tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we go to the manga market. We'll set up our stall, and we'll sell our visual novel we all made together. My nose feels all stuffy, my eyes hurt. Could it be tears? Yeah, am I really crying? What the? No, I'm not getting emotional. I'm fine, it's just allergies. Allergies? Yeah, sure. You were happy when we finished the project, aren't you? Of course I'm happy, I'm really happy, because it means I'm through with all this nonsense. Finally I can go back to my day job, and you won't bother me all the time, and The vision gets blurrier and blurrier. I will be really lonely. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm not unhappy about this situation. Don't cry. I don't think I've ever been happier. I've achieved something really great with the help of my friends. This wouldn't be the end, you know? It won't. Nah. Suki pulls away from me, silently Bradley. What made is going to be a huge, huge success. That's right, we're gonna make a lot of money. And then we can make a sequel, a prequel, a whole series. We'll populate the world with adorable girls who have unreasonably huge boobs. It'll bring smiles everywhere. But how do you know? We don't know, but we can believe. Oh, it's the power of positive thinking? I guess I can't relate. I look between them, so fiercely confident about our creation, and I nod my head. I should be like that too. I should smile, just like them. I shouldn't look upon this as an ending, but as a new beginning. But the only question is, after we reach the credit sequence, what exactly happens next? What? What? Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean it's the end? There has to be more. There's no way. Can I skip this by chance? I feel like there's gotta be more to this. Oh shoot, okay, there is more. So, everyone got... Wait, who got drunk? What? Okay. It's because she was born in the shrine. She probably didn't even have a chance to drink back at home. I guess not. Her grandma's probably wouldn't approve. Sounds like her grandma doesn't approve of anything. Yeah, she told me a bit about her. She really was cold. Well, she's safe with us now. Though safe is a different choice given her blood. I'll probably wipe it off later before she wakes up. You didn't use permanent marker, did you? I'm not sure. You're terrible. Hey, I can't be held responsible for my actions. I'm drunk. You have no right to crow over Suki. You're even worse than alcohol. Even worse with alcohol than she is. I'm not. Yeah, you are. No way. Okay. I'm not drunk at all. You are not helping with your own case. Somebody has to be. Stop that. Don't want. Seriously? Stop it. Or what? Or this. Take a hold of her hand and guide it. You monster. You Clover should be a bit more considerate. Don't use such long words, please. I can't understand. Aren't you supposed to be a teacher? Good grief. What are you even teaching the youth today? Well, I tell them if life tries to hit them, you should hit life right back like this. She can be dangerous even when she's awake, but it's worse when she's drinking. Okay. Why were you telling your students to punch people? I mean, you don't understand. Not people, just life. And how would you go about punching an abstract concept? With her fist, of course. Of course. Okay, well, good night. You're going? Yes. Well, why? Because I don't want to deal with your drunken antics. Make sure you get some rest. And don't complain to me tomorrow if you have a hangover. We might have finished the visual novel, but we still have a lot of stuff to do. I expect you to pull our weight. Oh, pull your weight. Headache or no. I turn ready to leave when. Sakura. Clover. I look back at her. For once, Clover looks vulnerable. Okay. This is going somewhere. Please don't go. You're being ridiculous. Don't leave me. I'm not leaving you. We live in the same house. I don't want to stay with you. Good grief. Oh, God. You're not gonna go, are you? Well. When you say it like that, I can't go, can I? You what? Oh, Pog. Cool. But now what? Nope, I'm not doing any more parts of this. Nope. Uninstall. Okay. No. Finally, I don't have to go through another Toki Toki segment. I can finally be free.